So you modelize it mathematically. Okay. And then either you code it, or you give it to somebody else to code, but the fun part is how you conceptualize things.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing applied to operations, right?
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري ويشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. We have been studying the section that is from Hashr, section Hashr, and we have studied before. The previous verse was, you see this, now describing who is the creator of this universe, although his name is Allah, as it is translated into English, God, but gives the qualities of it, listed the qualities, and then now we arrive at this verse, Huwa Allahu al-Khaliq al-Bari al-Musawwir. Now let me read all of them. Lahu al-Musawwir له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. It's a very famous Ayatul Kursi. It's called as the throne verse, but most of the Muslims memorized it. So we will study what this verse says. He is God, the creator, the originator, who shapes all forms and appearances. He alone are the attributes of perfection, which is usually translated as beautiful names, but I feel, literal translation is correct, but beautiful names, it means your what is your son's name? What is your name? What's John or Jonathan? What's a beautiful name? It's not like this. That is why I don't really prefer to use this expression. It is commonly misunderstood, beautiful names. But the Muslims know that it refers to Asma'ul Husna, but general public don't know it. So if we are speaking English, we have to make it understandable for English-speaking people. So the attributes of perfection, because beautiful names refers to the attributes of perfection of He, the one who created the universe and administers it and, owns it, maintains it, sustains it, takes care of everything of this universe. All that is in the heavens and all earth extols his limitless glory. He alone is almighty, most honored, truly wise. So lots of names, the qualities, this attributes of perfection are listed and refer to He. And who is He? God. That's what we want to understand who God is. When we say God, who do we mean? So it says he is the creator and the originator. The difference between creator and originator: creator gives existence. Originator gives existence in an original form, which means also, if we understand the creation is continuously taking place, it means every moment we experience a new act of creation. That is what the Qur'an brings into the understandings of the people. Otherwise, the Torah is heavily talks about God the Creator, especially Psalms. So, what is new in the Quran? It gives another dimension, not a generally speaking that the universe was in the past created by God and it is continuing by itself. Quran says no. Every moment is kulla yawmin huwa fi sha'n. That's in other words, the Creator is giving existence to the universe and every single being in it independently. At every moment, he is giving a new creation. That is bari, a new. It means may look like each other, but never is exactly the same. Now, because this word creation is understood and maybe accepted by all people, it means anybody who believes in God, at least he believes in God as the creator of the universe, the one who created the universe. That is a good start, but it is only a start. We have to go deeper and go into the details of what do we mean by created, and did he create and left it alone? And it's functioning by itself, like an automobile, for example, like a train, for example. The manufacturers made it, and the computer, for example, manufacturers make all these things, and they carry on functioning by themselves as they are set. But universe is not a set. That is what the Quran brings, a new dimension to the existence or understanding of the existence of the universe. This new dimension gives us that every moment we are changing. We have to understand and question whether the previous existence is able to give a creation for the following day's existence, following moments' existence. Am I clear? No? Let me give a simple example. Yesterday, we have to question whether yesterday there was another universe, and today's universe is different from yesterday's universe. At which level? In its entirety altogether, and also every moment, everything is a new creation. But it is taking so slow, the change is taking so slow, we don't notice. As if I was exactly the same as today. No, lots of things changed in my mind, lots of things changed in my cells, in my body. Many, maybe millions of cells died, and another millions of cells have been created, but they are not the same. Years ago, I make jokes with my friends. 70 years ago, I was younger than you. What do you mean? You are young? Yeah, correct. I was younger than you. So, but where is my young age existence? Where is it? Yeah, it is changing. So slow, we think we don't. So we have to question what is the source of this change at every moment. So this is what the Quran brings a new perspective or dimension to understanding of the Creator. Otherwise, in the previous scripture, alaykum salam, look at them. MashaAllah, look at this, surprise today. So we are old friends. Did you say how many? 14, 11 years? 11 years ago? We started halakas maybe earlier, but I was here, this is the 15th year, so, welcome. I'm very happy to see you. All right, sit comfortable, yeah. Get closer, don't. Oh, happy to see you. All right, so the Quran brought a new dimension to our understanding of God as it is presented in the Holy Scriptures. One of the attributes of God introduced in this verse is El-Bari. That's what we are talking about, El-Bari, which is translated as the originator. Where we have been talking about this, the originator, what does it mean? Every moment, not only created the universe from the beginning in an original form, but yeah, it didn't exist, and now it does exist. So it is an original creation, but the Quran says, no, not only at the beginning, because if you like, it is a big claim, seems to be a big claim, but reality, think about it, a bit concentrate on it, reflect on it, you will understand it. Every moment is a new origin. Why? A new creation. A new creation. So we usually tend to think of God in terms of likening it, which is called anthropomorphic human actions. Human beings make one machine and then work on it and get another model of the machine. Otherwise, the machine works as it is done, it doesn't change. Well, it may get old because of the creation, changing. But as far as the human action is concerned, human production is concerned, it is fixed once. But the universe is always renewed. It is a new model, if you like. That this interesting verse, El-Bari, gives this meaning, a new dimension of understanding who the creator is, who the owner of the universe is. We always create, who made it? Who made it? And for everything. So we direct the same question, what is this wonderful world around? Who made it? So Quran says, who? I'm going to describe who made it. What is going on in this world? So, and gives shapes of all forms, musawwir. This is interesting. Every single part of the universe, being, has its own shape. And usually covered with skin. But not like human skin, also every cell it is own skin, maybe membranes or something. I don't know the technical words, but you must be. There's a membranes is it covered. So this is its shape, specific shape. But this is taking place in the form of atomic level. It is micro world, and also in the macro world. Every star has its own shape. Every galaxy has its own shape. Every clusters of galaxies have their own shape. Nothing from. And another thing is not mentioned here, in another place, and muhsin is used at the same time, beautifying. Mujammil in the Quran says mujammil, makes the things beautiful, jamil, beautiful. So there are, as far as I know, 1, 2, 3 native Arabic speakers here. So you may be familiar with the word, mujammil. So these shapes, these shapes are always decorated. There is nothing in the world which is not beautified, decorated. And another interesting dimension, every decoration has its own symmetry. What do I mean by it? Look at, start from the wings of the birds, symmetry, because it is eradicating the false idea that they are developing by themselves. Why? They should have the same symmetrical decoration in their forms and beautiful decorations. We may dislike, for example, I don't know what, any being, for example, a bug. Go and put under the microscope. It's a beautifully designed and beautified. And another dimension, yet another dimension, human beings appreciate it. Takes the pictures of course, the butterflies' beauty, birds' beauty are more fragrant and attractive. They take the pictures, make the collection of even the pictures, maybe the butterflies themselves. If you say, do you really love animals, the bugs? Why do you put them in your home? They are beautiful. We love them. If an artist exactly copies and draws or paints the beauty of the decoration on the symmetrical existence, if you put this one, it is symmetry. On the form, it is symmetrical. This symmetric really, those people who, I don't know how, but they claim that the things are developing mental, impossible to explain it. Impossible. Decoration is impossible to explain. Impossible. Why should they be? If they are evolving themselves, why should they be symmetric? Why should they be beautifully decorated? Why should we love it? Why? What is the reason? Do the matter knows it? That I'm going to make a beautiful design, so I make it the balance and symmetry and beauty, and the human beings will love it, enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. But, we say human beings are free, so they can choose their. All right. So, Kerizon again, Lehu, whoever he is, now it is for him. What are they? Attributes of perfection. Now we will connect this one with another verse explaining why these attributes of perfection is what it means really. How do we know these attributes of perfection? Asma'ul Husna, but usually translated, and the familiar translation of this word is beautiful names. So before you came, we said, oh, it's a beautiful name. What is the Jonathan? My name is oh, it's a beautiful name. Like this one is, we think, in American culture or in non-Muslim culture. So I prefer make it translated in a way that it doesn't cause any contradiction, but at the same time, Husna, the word, is the feminine form of the plural of the beauty. So, and also Husn is if something is not really perfect, you cannot call it beautiful. That is something to do with. And also, this is why the form, this translation is more appropriate to me. All that is in the heaven and earth exalts his limitless. That is limitless glory. That is interesting. Why? I am claiming that the Quran says, or the one who speaks or speaks in the Quran says, I am claiming that whoever created this world, whatever the cause of existence of this world, is he. Now, because the universe is obviously a reasonable creation, purposeful creation taking place in this world. That is what we understand. So if the source of existence is not a conscious being, then it is impossible to explain it. So that is why those materialist people, or those people understanding the world in terms of material developments, they cannot really say that this universe, or everything in the universe, really pointing to a being who is conscious, because conscious is not a material thing. So they found themselves in trouble when, if they use this word, they know that they would find themselves in trouble. So conscious being, how do we know? The work. Now, if you look at anything here, for example, the microphone in front of me now, definitely you know that it is made or designed by an unconscious being. Unconscious being cannot do it because it has a purpose. Everything is perfectly arranged to function for a purpose. So must be conscious what he is doing and what the outcome of it will be. So conscious being. That is why we use he for conscious beings, and for non-conscious beings, usually used it. Or nowadays, but in some cases, but it's a language matter, we can use them she. But it is exceptional cases. So everything in the universe, in the heavens and earth's universe, in the universe, yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, yusebbihu lahu ma fi samawati wal ard. I was looking for the word yusebbihu. Where is it? Sorry. Yusebbihu glorifies, exalts his qualities, names qualities. His limitless glory means, when we say, look, who is he that is responsible for everything what is going on in the universe at every moment? Now, he says, I'm not going to tell you anything. What? Go and look at my work. It will announce it for you, declare it for you, who their creator can be. That is why the evidence, of course, the what was this? Axiom. Is it axiom? Axiom, I think. The axiom says the creator has these qualities of perfection, evidence, you have to explain it. He said, I'm not going to do anything other than what I have already done in front of you, or I have been doing in front of you now, just in front of your eyes. Look at them. Everything says in its creation, the way it comes into existence. Quran, other verses said, في خلق السماوات والأرض. في خلق السماوات والأرض. Or كيف خلقت. In the creation of the universe itself is my evidence. How it is created. Famous verses, but I don't want to disperse the idea going into the whole verses there. كيف خلقت. How it was given existence. This is the evidence of the Quran. It is very interesting. It is very interesting because of the nature of the creator. It must have a level of existence that we cannot describe in the conditions, or within the conditions, or with the conditions of the created world, or the world which needs to be explained itself. So we are trying to understand how the universe came into existence, and definitely there must be a cause of existence. So we are looking for the cause of existence. So the cause of existence cannot be another part of the existence itself. So it must have another kind of existence. For example, here is the computer, and the engineer of the computer is a completely different, or exists at a completely different level of existence. A human being, conscious, thinking, reasoning, intellectual being. But this is just a machine, matter, collection of machines. So we understand that the evidence the creator presents to us says, I can tell you who I am, but only I can tell you at a theoretical level or abstract level. But look at my work, it will speak to you. My work will speak. So if a person says, I am the best engineer, mechanical engineer. How do I know? How can I know that this person says I am a best engineer? I'm not going to open his brain and see the quality in the brain. It doesn't exist there in the materially anyways. I cannot see. This is the only way to understand that this person is not lying. I have to see his work. Yeah? Presents his work. This is the only way to get to know God, by examining, studying his work. No other ways. Some people say, God speaks and tells us who he is. But this is just a claim there. And this speech says, if you want to make sure who I am, go and look at my work. That is why we have to be very comfortable in referring everything claimed in the universe to sort of claim it in the Quran, in the scriptures, referring it to the work of God. Why? Because if we don't utilize, which has been the case for many, many centuries, in Judaic tradition, Christian tradition, as well as, unfortunately, Muslim tradition, they didn't study the Quran alongside with the universe, as if universe has nothing to do with religious matters. It is just material things, forgetting that it is the work of the Creator who speaks in the Quran. So speech is just claim and abstract. What makes it real, really, or what makes me understand that this speech is really claiming something correct? I have to see the work. That is why the existence of the universe is at least, if not more, sacred than the Quran is. We have to understand this. Unfortunately, the minds don't understand and appreciate the beauty of this creation. Why? If there was no universe work, I would never, ever, I mean, I wouldn't exist, but think about it. If a person claims something, for example, I forget your name, come on. Salah. Salah says, I am a native Arabic speaker, maybe American, English as well, okay. But bilingual, okay, Arabic speaker. Which is more valuable for me to believe this man? If he speaks Arabic. Oh, he said, yeah. Which is valuable? He said, I am a native Arabic speaker, or he spoke Arabic. Which one is more valuable and precious for you and me? We have to understand this. I'm really angry. Why we ignore the universe? So the people who ignored the Quran took up the universe as source of their absurd ideology. So somebody turned the lights. Can you turn the light on? Just put, you know what it is? How it is? Yeah, just on the top. No, they're on the, push on the top. No, they're on the wall, Yeah, this wall, your back, just your back. Go there. And the bottom, top bottom. Yes, on the very top bottom. No, thank you. So we see each other, but for the viewer in the viewer of the video recordings. Okay, we understand that. How do we know that all that is in the heavens and or earth, it means universe, exalts his limitless glory? Now, we have to appreciate universe. We have to see universe at least as sacred as the Quran is. Some very rare scholars, somebody work on it, maybe a PhD thesis, and historically found out 3 people talked about the universe, how they describe the Kabir, the great book of the Qur'an. They describe the universe as the great book. The other is a small book, 600 pages, or at least, if you really see it, 200 pages. In a book form or normal book form, it's just 200. So 200 pages of the Quran is, the book Quran is, this includes the speech of God. Yes, there must be. We studied it earlier on at the beginning of last semester, actually, fall semester. So we have been studying. This is the continuation of it. So now we shouldn't go back. If you are interested, go and watch the videos. They are all in the NYU, ICNYU video page. So now this 200 pages is the, if you like, micro Qur'an. The universe is macro and palpable. You can take it and study in the lab and touch it, make sure. That is why only 3 people in the Muslim scholarship could dare to call the universe as the great book of Quran. It's amazing. It's amazing. One of them is very contemporary, who's you may be familiar with it, Nursi. So, yeah, very contemporary Kurdish scholar. So, anyway, he alone is Almighty, most honored, truly wise, who al-Azizul Hakim. Our purpose of the study of this class is to practice the principle of reading the Quran, not really studying what Almighty means as Aziz and most honored means really Aziz. Aziz has 2 meanings at the same time. Powerful one, simple way of saying Almighty, and honorable one, Aziz. Powerful one, Qadir. Honorable one, and at the same time, powerful one. It means enough to keep his, he has enough power to keep his honor. Somebody may be very honorable, but he is an old man now, cannot do anything. Not like this. So somebody is very powerful, but he may be a tyrant. Nobody really can honor it. So Aziz, the word is it's a very interesting word. But I want to go what Hakim, truly wise means, because this will be studying the Quran for information purpose. But we study the Quran for to learn methodology of how to read the Quran, how to approach the Quran, how to really combine the Quran as the word of God with the universe as the work of God. So word and work at the same time works hand in hand. In our discussion, this is our principle. Okay, I will go further. No, something's wrong. Why? Oh, something is wrong. I have to go back. Oh, just a minute. It is my... Now, why? There was other verses here. What happened? I'm sorry that I added 2 more, but they are not registered here. I am sorry. Oh, it is here. Let me see this one. Oh, they are here, well, I think. Okay. Yeah, we have to study this verse now. From 7th Al-Araf, a section of the Quran, verse 172. So 172. So, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ وَأَشْهَدَهُمْ عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ أَلَسْتُ بِرَبِّكُمْ قَالُوا بَلَى شَهِدْنَا أَنْ تَقُولُوا يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ إِنَّا كُنَّا عَنْ هَذَا غَافِلِينَ. This is very well known and heavily studied verse passed by especially Sufi tradition or followers of the Sufi tradition. We are not going to study the verse as it is studied by the Sufi tradition or Sufi scholars. So, but they have excellent views, yes, but we don't really study from that perspective. We need to study the Quran or commented on the Quran on the classical form of studying the Quran or writing commentary on it, something combination mix, maybe sometimes having another approach to it. That is the way we do in this class. When your Lord took out the offspring from the lines of the children of Adam and made them bear witness about themselves, he said, am I not the Lord? And they replied, yes, we bear witness. So you cannot say on the day of resurrection, we are not aware of this. So what does it mean, really? It seems to be a scenario. And I don't know where it took place. And speaking to me, when your Lord took out of it means lines of children of Adam and made them bear witness. So I'll forget about the previous one and say, when I created you, yeah, and made them bear witness about themselves, I made you a witness for yourself. It means something is strange in the language, really. Eşhedehum ala enfusihim. You know, I will tell you who you are, but you will be the witness of it. You understand? Eşhedehum ala enfusihim. It means this, really. It looks like, you know, you are confusing something here. No. You will know your reality. I created you in such a way that you will know your quality by just examining yourself. You don't have to need any external evidence for it. What does it mean? If I want to know who I am, what what is going on in this world, everything, I am, the text says, I am created, or my creator says to me that I created you, but take it in this way, I am created in such a way that I can know who I am. I can, by myself, can understand what is going on in this world and what the real nature of this universe is. And of course, yourself. It is so strange. And he says, even more strange, he says, you said, the Creator said, am I not your Lord? Well, it means owner, but the Lord is the Rab, translation of Rab. It's very famous, this phrase among certain scholars, that Elestu Birabikum, Bezmi Eles, they say it in Persian. So it's very famous in among the scholars, these verses. So my Creator says to me, I asked you, am I not your Lord? I don't know, Salih or Raya? Did you hear this voice? Well, so am I not your Lord? Who asked me this question? No, it is the scenario. It is a way that God is telling me, the Quran is telling me, look, I have given you the quality that you will hear this voice within your own existence. I created you with this capacity. So, am I not Lord? It means the one who speaks in the Quran, or we have been investigating that the one whose created the universe, gave existence. We said he. Quran says huwa. Because the best description of God is in the Quran is he. Most comprehensive he. Why? Because we cannot really personify it. We cannot really describe it. If you cannot know anything about a person, anything that happened, the agent, you call him or she or they. There must be somebody who has stolen my purse because my purse disappeared. What does it mean? Who is he? I don't know. He must be a thief. Look, he. By giving the name doesn't help. Even if I say, it was Joe. Who's Joe? I don't know. The name is Joe. I don't know. So say that it was God. Who's God? I don't know. So we have to understand this. We have to avoid reasoning in a vicious circle. Any premise we should say should be free from begging the question about itself. What do you mean by it? Because it is so. For example, I said something. Is it really correct? Yes. Why? Because I said it. You see what I mean? This is called, circular reasoning. Doesn't mean anything really. So we have to say, the one who made me telling me that or informing me that I have given you the ability to question your own existence within your own capacity. Am I not your Lord? And they replied, oh, this text says, I am joking, so don't take it that well. I am really making fun of the Quran. Oh, you said, yes, I bear witness, you are my Lord. Excuse me, I never remember that. I never experienced it. What are you talking about? No. This is the way of, in other, figures of speech that presents to me in order to understand what the reality is, what is going on in this existence, in the universe. What is the reality of this universe? So he says, I created you with the ability to question who is my source of existence. And you said, yes, I bear witness. It means you are my creator. No, I don't remember. No, he says, it is a figure, it's a way of speech, figure of speech. It is within you that you can know and confirm the one who created this universe. He is your Lord. And you say, oh, he is my Lord. I phrase it in this way. Whoever has created the universe must be my owner, my master, my creator. We can expand the meaning of the Lord, or in Arabic, Rabb. So I bear witness with it. Qalu bala. It is a very common saying among Muslim culture. We say, we have been a Muslim from Qalu bala. But if you ask them, what is Qalu bala? Where was it? They will never know anything. That's just cultural inheritance. We will study this cultural inheritance, how dangerous it is. We have to question, what do we mean by it? I don't remember such thing. But Quran says it is within you. That is what the way the Quran presents the case to you. So to question what is the source of existence of yourself is given to you or if you like, inscribed into your existence, hardwired. You are hardwired with this question. You cannot avoid it. It is with you. Because what we do, we are so negligent people, and primarily, I should speak by myself. We forget. We ask everything. Because use this, am I not your Lord? It means, who made this machine? Who brought this thing to me? Who is speaking to me? What is happening there? This question is with me. When it comes to the existence, I avoid who gave existence to the universe. Who created me? Well, the easy way, because the universe is neglected, left to the hands of the materialist people. So we don't really use the universe. They took the universe, they made the most unreasonable explanation of the existence of the universe, saying that it is self-existing. Something is self-existing. The wood is self-existing. It has the quality to give existence to itself. It means crazy. The wood was the source of its own existence. It means it has the quality to give existence to itself. I think the most illogical sentences is everywhere in the secular education system all over the world. So everyone swallows it, including the Muslims. It is a very, very saddening thing, unfortunately. Yeah. So the ability to ask the question is within our existence, and also to give the answer, find the answer is in our existence. So we bear witness, they said, yes. So when you are asked, what have you done? What was your question? What was your answer? You don't say that, oh, I wasn't aware of this kind of things. I never remember it happened to me. Don't look for it externally. Look for it within yourself. The Qur'an is really reminding us. Look within yourself. You will find it. Why do you say that something will happen externally to me? You are self-sufficient in this case. You ask the question for everything except the source of your existence. You ask the question about the source of existence of everything, what has happened, who made it, how it is made. Ask that. When it comes to our own existence, we ignore that we developed ourselves. So dramatic things are going on in the among the humanity, actually, so crazy. We should be very sorry. We should be very sorry for ourselves and for those people who are not aware of this questioning and about the answer to it. So we are aware of it because we are the source of we are giving the quality to ask the question. We are at the same time giving the quality to provide the answer within ourselves. So the following verse is interesting as well, or not referring to the hereafter. So, or do you saying, what that? إذ تقول إنما أشرك آباؤنا من قبل وكنا ذرية من بعدهم أفتهلكنا بما فعل المبطلون. It's a very beautiful word. Or it was our forefathers. Or I was grown in a Muslim family. I was grown in a Christian family. I was grown in a material or atheist family. So they ascribe divine qualities to other beings besides God. That is why I understood, everything is explained in terms of something did it, something did it. So I inherited this culture. That is why I believe in it. And we are only the descendants of who came before us. It means I have inherited this culture. It happened to be, it may happen to be a Christian family, may happen to be a Jewish family, it may happen to Buddhist or Muslim, regardless. Question yourself. I always discuss, I like this example, simple example. My mother is a doctor, practicing. My father is a doctor, practicing. My brother, my sisters are doctors, practicing. As if I'm mentioning about Egyptian family. They love it. So, and all my grandfather was a doctor as well. And great-grandfather was a doctor as well. So, I inherited this. I am a doctor. Who cares? Who cares if you have not studied medicine? When it comes to religion, my great-grandfather was a commentator, mufassir on the Qur'an. So his son, my grandfather, was the mufti in the city. So my father is the best scholar in the city. So I am the scholar of Islam. What have you read? I inherited from my ancestors. When it comes to religion, we say, I was born in a Muslim family. I was grown in with Islamic culture. And that's it. That's what I'm calling. If it is an acceptable, reasonable excuse, then a person will equally say the same thing. I was born into an atheist family. My friends and my relatives also are atheists. My father's parents' friends are all atheists. So I am an atheist. The conclusion is the same. If you can justify that because you were born into a Muslim family, then you can claim that I am a Muslim, I have the Muslim identity, then the atheist person will say the same thing because he was brought up by a Muslim family, so atheist family. Is it accepted? When it's no, why don't you think? Why don't you question? When it comes to myself, alhamdulillah, when I was 7 years old, I was able to read the Qur'an. So what? Have you questioned? Have you questioned? Have you really looked for the answer? Because this verse says, if you are proud of the Quran, so use your ability to ask the question in order to question your own existence. Use your ability to find out the answer to this question because it is within your own being. So don't use excuses by referring to your ancestors. So the Quran says, will you destroy us because of falsehoods they invented? And even doesn't give answer to the following verse, doesn't give answer to it. Why? It is not worth paying attention to. It's a really stupid excuse. So I gave you the ability to become a doctor. Have you studied? Your grandfather studied, your father studied, mother studied medicine, became a doctor. Then you, without studying, without investigating, I'm a doctor. So, brothers, if you wait for 1 minute to close the session, we will do it together, yeah? So please, get ready. Don't go, don't wait, inshallah. Okay, we understood this verse, so we will follow, inshallah, how we are given the ability to question and find out the answer within, with our own qualities that we are created with. All right? Thank you very much. جزاكم الله خير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. وآخر دعواهم إن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سر سورة الفاتحة. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى